So let's create a PID controller in Unity. We're going to use a missile as an example, so let's head over to Blender and start modeling that guy up. And whilst that's happening, let's chat about PID. Suppose we were trying to balance a pole on a platform, and we need to move the pole to some new position that we'll call the set point without touching it. One way we could do this is to move our platform here. As we start to move it, gravity takes over and the pole starts to tilt towards the desired target. But if the platform stays where it is, the pole will drop straight past the target. So we need to perform a corrective action by moving the platform back past the pole. We'll then repeat this action over and over so that we can stay as close to the set point as possible. Luckily for us, this problem has been solved mathematically over 100 years ago using this equation. I know, right? What the f is that? Now, while it looks complicated, all it's really saying is, given the difference between our current and target position, we'll call this the error, perform a corrective action of some proportion, p, and increase or decrease the proportion by some amount I over some rate d. So if we were to take our missile as an example, if the target position changes, we don't want it to just beeline towards the new target position because that kind of looks unrealistic. Instead, we want it to move a little like this, as it makes corrections towards its target. So we're gonna head over to Unity now and start writing some code. If you don't care about that, hit those like and sub buttons and grab the code. It's linked in the Git repo down below. So over in Unity, we're gonna do the simple stuff. Let's add a game object that's empty and we'll pop our model inside of it. To the container game object, we'll add a rigid body. Go ahead and add a script which we'll call missile. We'll open it up in Visual Studio and we'll start by trying to get the missile to point towards a target object. We'll create a variable to keep a reference to the target. We'll need to get a quaternion rotation so that we can rotate our missile toward its target. We can do this by getting its direction to its target, then using the rotate towards function to get the rotation vector, which we can convert to a quaternion with the look rotation. Then we'll update the transform's rotation to point to its target. Back in Unity, we'll create a cube as a target and we'll assign it to the target of the missile object. And now we can see that our missile successfully points towards our target whenever we move it around. Cool, so let's get to the fun stuff. Back in Visual Studio, we'll create a class. It doesn't need to inherit from mono behavior, it can just be a standard C# class, and we'll call it PID. We'll need floats to keep track of the proportion, integration, derivative, and previous error values. We'll also need to define the gains for each of these values, which will be multiplied by the final output. I went ahead and made properties out of these as well, out of habit, and also so that we could update them during the update function of our missile game object. In the constructor, we'll assign the properties as required. For the output function, which implements the scary equation from before, I give full credit to Brian Stone for his awesome post on the Unity forums, which is linked in the description below. Back in our missile class, we'll add a variable for a PID controller on the x-axis to start with, as well as some properties for the gains, and we'll create an instance of it on start. We'll need to shift everything to the fixed update method because we're going to be working on the rigid body. We'll start by determining the error on the x-axis. We can do this by using the delta angle function in the math library, and we'll pass in current rotation and the target rotation. We'll pass this error into the getOutput function of our PID controller to get the corrected output. We're going to need to work on the rigid body, so we can go ahead and get the component from the game object. Finally, we're going to apply some torque to the rigid body to affect its rotation. We'll do so in what should be the x-axis, but its orientation is a bit wonky because of how I exported it in Blender. Oh, you're going to want to set the max angular velocity because things get out of hand very quickly if you don't. I went ahead and added a collider to this object because it was missing one, and I turned gravity off so that we can test this process. But I welcome you, my friends, to what is known as tuning a PID controller. This is a trial and error process, and it goes on for a while. As you can see, fiddling with the proportion changes how quickly our missile turns toward our target. Then, increasing the integral determines how quickly it will try to correct the angle, and fiddling with the derivative makes it do more back and forth actions more quickly. After messing about for some time, I figured these values work the best for me, and now you can see we have a good balance of wobble whenever we move our target around. To finish things off, I replicated the code on the Y and Z axes and applied a force by some thrust value that can be specified in this inspector as well. But in the end, we have this smooth looking movement for our missile, unless we move our target upward. I clearly have some tuning that I still need to do, but I'm pretty happy with the end result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.